Oh, gamer. Well, it's fancy to see you here. How you doing today? It's Carputing and welcome back to another Ben & Jerry's review. But what's going on today? There is no cow on this Ben & Jerry's. The signature cow that we're used to, that we always see. Where is it? We still got the 420 calories and roughly 1,000 in the whole thing. But this is a non-dairy frozen dessert. They can't even call it ice cream. But, it's Ben & Jerry's ice cream. We have the chocolate chip cookie dough non-dairy frozen dessert. Vanilla with gobs of chocolate chip cookie dough and fudge flakes. Now, it just says vanilla. It don't say ice cream. So, very, non-ice cream frozen dessert. Sorry for that. I'm a bit stuffed up, but that's okay. So we still got about 100 grams of sugar in this whole thing, maybe 80. We still got more than 100% of your daily saturated fat. We've just got immensely unhealthy ingredients. And the ingredients are water, sugars, coconut oil, wheat flour, ground almonds, pea protein, cocoa, soybean oil, unsweetened chocolate, caramel, tapioca flavor, natural flavor, salt, vanilla extract, cocoa butter, sunflower lecithin, soy lecithin, carob bean gum, guar gum. So it's got peanuts, but it's it's got no cream and milk and stuff. I mean, I guess, whatever. I've never had a Ben & Jerry's that's, non-dairy. And I'm doing this one for the people. Because I don't assume it's going to be any better than the dairy. But, you never know. You can get blown away with things. So, this would be good if you're a vegan. You don't like anything that comes from animals. Well, Ben & Jerry's does support your kind, so I will eat meat, but so we're gonna crack this open. We're gonna see what we think today, gamers. I am pretty excited for this one. The throat's a bit dry, ready for some ice cream. It's been a long day, been talking on meetings at work, so let's relax with some unhealthy hobbies. That would be ice cream or lack thereof cream, ice. Chocolate chip cookie dough. So even the chocolate won't have milk in it. So it's going to be interesting. Let's see what we see. Device fell off there. What we see is what looks to be vanilla ice cream, but with ice noticeably on it. Ben & Jerry's typically doesn't have ice on it. And I can just looking at it, it might be hard to see. I can tell that texture ain't normal ice cream. So let's do the tradition. Not much on the lid, but we're gonna get this bits of ice on the lid with this non-dairy. Oh, that just kind of, maybe I tasted a bit of peanut in there. Let's get this ice off of the ice cream. Oh, just gonna have some ice there. Now that that's taken care of, what is this gonna taste like? I just had a bit of peanut butter. Now, I've had some different peanut, dairy-free, animal cruelty-free things before, and sometimes they can be a bit dry and a bit sandy with the texture when it comes to peanut butter, but no milk or cream stuff. So I'm hoping the texture is decent on this one. I honestly don't know what to expect. I'm hoping for an ice cream like texture and flavor, but this is not that. So can they emulate it? How is the Ben & Jerry's chocolate chip cookie dough? I do see bits of the chocolate, so of course it would be cocoa, with an absolute plethora of sugar in this one to add some of the sugar and the flavor since there's no milk to smooth it out. So let's start digging into it, I think. Let's see what we're gonna get from this. So yeah, so even just sinking the spoon in there, it's like frozen water texture wise. It's like I could feel it chunking through, like you're chunking through loose ice. So interesting. You can very much tell this is not normal creamy ice cream. This is not, maybe not, I should not expect creamy. I should expect like a soft flavored ice or something. You know? That's fine. If you just handed me this blind and said it's ice cream, I'd be like, okay, it's ice cream. We do need another bite though, because I got some thoughts that I need to process more flavor on to get out. So the globs of cookie dough in this are distinctly more globby, more sticky, and the ice cream feels kind of globby. Now I'm really analyzing this one because it's not the usual Ben & Jerry's boom, it's ice cream, let's get a flavor profile. I'm noticing some things in here. It's like it's trying to emulate the milk and cream flavor. But as aspartame is noticeable from sugar, something is making me notice the difference in this ice cream of it not just being a normal cookie dough. Yeah, it's not bad, but honestly, I almost want to say disappointed, but I did not know what to expect with the non-dairy. But I'm sorry to you, you vegans and you folks out there that wanted me to try this. It's not bad, but I don't think it compares to a single one of the cream Ben & Jerry's I've had, Like, it's good, but it tastes like there's just so much water and ice mixed in as you bite it. The flavor doesn't feel all there. I don't know how to describe it, but even just looking at the texture of the ice cream, of course, because it's non-dairy, it's not going to look right, but it just doesn't look right. It doesn't look horribly off, but it kind of looks like a pastry, like uncooked bread dough or something, texture-wise. I do like the chocolate. It tastes like I can taste the chocolate pretty distinct in there. But the ice cream, it's not, I won't call it a bit of a mess, It's not bad, but the cookie dough chunks, while noticeably different, are nice. I gotta say again, not a bad ice cream, but makes you think, like, this is, they're trying to be Ben & Jerry's. There's a lot of toppings, a lot of cookie dough, a lot of chocolate, but, doesn't feel like a real harmony of flavors. Feels like the ice cream's coming apart on its own. getting globs of the cookie dough on its own, getting bits of chocolate on its own. Nothing tastes particularly bad in here, but what an odd flavor profile to me. Once again, I must stress, not bad. I would eat this again several times, but I'm not going to go out of my way looking for it again, you know, to have off video or anything. You know, I'm about halfway through it. And the rest of the Ben and Jerry's make me like, man, I want to finish this whole thing super quick. I'm almost like, this isn't bad, but I might just eat half of this and put it back in the freezer. Which, not because I'm full, but just because I feel like I've had enough for now. And would have the rest later, not due to being full, but just the limited of this flavor profile you could take. Like, everything about it's a bit off. The cookie dough, I don't know why, because I guess they're not using egg in here either. Yeah, I don't see egg. So I don't know what the cookie dough is made out of. Not milk, not egg, but the cookie dough doesn't stay as firm and together as the other Ben & Jerry's cookie dough, the real cookie dough does. The ice cream doesn't melt at a irregular pace. It's melting on the outside, staying firm on the inside, like most Ben & Jerry's, but even when you get bite there with all three of the flavors in one, it's just leaving something to be desired, you know? This would be really good if it was like a zero sugar Ben & Jerry's, because despite having nearly 100 damn grams of sugar in this thing, oddly it tastes not too sugary. But I don't know if they just have an immense amount of sugar to mask some odd flavors. But you know, gamers, I think that might do it for now. This is not a miserable Ben & Jerry's, but this is not the Ben & Jerry's I'm familiar with and quite as fond of. And there's been a number in my head I've been thinking of this for a rating, which I don't know if too harsh, but I feel is warranted at least. But it's the rating I'm thinking of borders on disliking, but you know, maybe I did border on disliking this ice cream. I don't know. It is not a repulsing flavor, but it's not quite so enjoyable in the aspects I would expect from a Ben & Jerry's specifically. I'm going to rate this a 4.5 out of 10. The dairy-free chocolate chip cookie dough is nothing like the normal cookie dough Ben & Jerry's. Every great masterpiece has its cheap copy, and this feels like that. The ice cream is not near the same level. It's got a weird, watery, soft ice texture. The chocolate's fine. You don't really get a crunch from it, but if you like dark chocolate, that's kind of what you're getting here. The cookie dough has an odd texture, like it's like a very sticky, in a not in a good way, quite not in a horrible way, but not my cup of tea for cookie dough either. So I'm sure I'll finish this ice cream at some point, but I think for the rest of the night, it will be going in the freezer again, half finished, which is a first for Ben and Jerry's. So 4.5 out of 10. If you are a vegan and you know this is your lifestyle, I mean, power to you. You know, you're getting some unique flavors. It's got a good variety in there. I would get this if I was vegan. Probably would be the top choice or one of them. But I'm not vegan. And it's just too unnecessarily different of a profile. You have the real deal, and then you have this, and there's no reason to get this instead of the real Ben and Jerry's if you're just fine with dairy. If you can't take dairy, or you're vegan, I keep saying vegan, I guess if you just are lactose intolerant. This is probably fine, this'll do, this'll be good, but I mean, I'm sorry, it's just not the same. So why the hell does it say made with almond? You're not getting a lot of almond flavor in here. Oh, almond milk instead of normal milk, maybe? I don't know. Maybe, yeah, that would explain the watery ice texture, could be. I don't know, but 4.5 out of 10. You know, it tips the negative scale. It does tip the negative scale, but you know, I'm rating it as a general ice cream, not just in the specialties. If I had to give it a rating, if I had to pretend I'm never allowed dairy ice cream, this would probably be a 7 or an 8, you know, out of 10. So take that as it will. If you want a rating of just non-dairy ice creams, this is the first I've had. I'd give it a 7.5 probably. You know, it's okay. It's pretty. It's good looking at it through that lens. But as just an ice cream compared to any of the real stuff, any of the other flavors that are just real cream, I thought they'd be able to science out the flavor differences by now. It's 2024 at the time of recording this. You know, this ain't the 1960s. They should be able to come up with some artificial flavors. I don't know if it's because they tried too many natural flavors, but this needs a bit of flavor adjustment to me. So, sorry, Ben and Jerry's. It's your first kind of miss. So 4.5 out of 10. I mean, if I was hungrier, I'd eat it. If it's a long hot day, maybe I'd eat it, you know? It's gonna go in the freezer till I just kind of don't have any sugary stuff laying around and maybe just feel like a small bit of ice cream, but gonna need to be in the mood for this again. So that is that one, gamers. That is the Ben and Jerry's chocolate chip cookie dough. I was trying to get the video over before I let all those sneezes out, but I let the sneezes out. So, thank you for watching, gamers. That's this. Have an excellent day.